So this achievement is rewarded upon completing the laser challenge without being hit throughout all 6 rounds. So if you're here hoping to find some kind of method to cheat this, then unfortunately I don't have great news, but hopefully what we talk about today might just help make it a little bit easier for those of you who are still struggling with this one. So firstly, we've got 8 lasers on the field and each one of them can shoot in 5 different directions. You'll notice that each one of these lasers will only ever point to another laser except for the 2 next to them. So keeping this in mind should help you visually trace out the lines in your head, making it a little bit easier to dodge. I've also mapped out here every single possible path that the lasers may take, just to make it a little bit easier for you. So I've already tested out the safe zones shown here in the image, and while it does kind of look like there should be a safe zone where you can idle, I couldn't consistently find a spot that I would be comfortable recommending. What I can say, however, is that looking at the laser map here, you can definitely see sections here that have much more going on compared to others, so from this we can kind of determine which areas are more likely to be safe. So my tips for this is to pick a nice central zone and make small fine-tuned movements instead of running around like a headless chicken. When the laser beams pop up, you can visually trace their path to the opposite point and make your way to an area with less going on. At the end of the day, it's really just going to be the last 2 rounds that pose the challenge, so if you're really desperate, then there is one little trick that you can do. The game does allow you to pause, which means that when the 3-second timer starts, you can quickly tap screenshot and then open your menu to pause the game. From there, you can have ample time to trace out the laser beams to determine the safe zone before hopping back in and resuming. This is, however, a very tedious method, but it does work if you're simply having absolutely no luck with this.